Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about resistance today. Something I've been really contemplating and observing within myself and my own practice kind of a lot lately. I think that if I trace back through the years, resistance has been a common obstacle for me, a really big personal challenge. And I think it's probably a challenge for everybody. I think that resistance is innately part of the human condition. And as I started to think about it, what I'm referring to is when something is happening, you're going about your day, you have a certain idea of what you think should happen within your day, and then something else radically different happens, and you feel resistance to the truth of what's actually happening in the moment. And this can be little things, like little mundane things, and it can be really big things, like big life things. Your life plans don't go the way you want them to, kind of resistance. But I'm watching it arise for myself regularly, especially just with the little things throughout the day. So as I started to think about this more, I was thinking, well, there has to be a yoga term for that. What's the yoga term for resistance? And then I realized it's really the same thing as one of the 5 kleshas. So according to Patanjali, the Yoga Sutras, there are kind of 5 main causes of suffering. And one of those 5 is avoidance. And really resistance and avoidance are the same thing. So, you're going about your day, and I'll give you an example. I have an idea that I'm going to get all these things done. I have a good productive day. I go to pick up my kids. We're going to have a fun, chill afternoon. We'll have dinner. We'll enjoy each other's time and company. And then something doesn't go the way they want it to, and a tantrum ensues. And I am faced with so much resistance. Like, I do not want this to be happening. Why can't we have a peaceful evening? This is not what I want. And so I'm in all this turmoil about it. I'm struggling and I am suffering. So basically, it's avoidance. It's the Sanskrit for that is dvesha, is avoidance. And according to Patanjali, avoidance is simply having had a negative experience, and then it's kind of imprinted within us, and then we spend energy trying to avoid or make sure that that doesn't happen again. The opposite of that is raga, which is clinging. Trying to make a positive experience stay. We feel good, we like something, it's going the way we want it to, and so we want to hold on to it, cling on to it to make sure that we continue to feel that way. So they're 2 sides of the same coin. So the resistance is that I am fighting what's actually happening. It's happening, it's a fact, it's the truth of the moment, but my own resistance and avoidance of the situation just compounds my own internal suffering. Right? So this can be happening with the little things on a daily basis, because the truth is there are many, many, many things outside of our control. There's a lot we can control, but there's a lot we cannot control. Other people, the ways of the world, natural disasters, and we cannot control everything. There's things that are going to happen that we are not going to like. So when a situation arises, I've been noticing the resistance in me and how much turmoil it causes. So what to do? What to do when these things happen? As always, there's a solution. I think it's a simple solution. It doesn't mean it's easy. So the solution is when you realize that's happening, you are faced with a reality that wasn't what you planned for, isn't within your control, or isn't what you want, and there's that urge to avoid or resist. Take a deep breath and breathe into the present moment and really be with what's actually happening. You have to let go of the story around it, what your plans were, how you wish it would be, and just get very present with what is. The breath will help. Deep inhale and a deep exhale. Okay, this is what's happening. And I think the irony is when we can do that and be really present with what's happening, our energy shifts, because it's a big, huge waste of energy to fight the truth of the moment. So our energy shifts, and then we're able to actually respond in a more skillful, helpful, kind of free and open way. And sometimes the things that we're actually avoiding and spending all this energy avoiding are not as bad as we thought they were. And there's a solution or, an easy way to shift the situation. So this is how to deal with resistance. This is how I'm working with dealing with resistance. So it just starts with the awareness, right? This is how we practice yoga off the mat. It begins with the awareness that I'm having this experience, that I wanted it to go one way. It's actually not what's happening right now. Take a deep breath, drop in, and be with what is. So it's applying the yoga to real life, to daily life, and it's applying the mind, the presence of mind, to realize that you're resisting the truth of the moment. And what a waste to resist the truth of the moment. It is what it is. How can you be present with it and then move with it in a beneficial way? So food for thought, how to deal with resistance. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in this challenge. Again, it's something I think I've struggled with for a very long time, and there's periods where I go unconscious and I'm just in the resistance and I'm not even aware that I'm resisting. And then there's times where I really pull my tools up and I'm using them, and it's far better. There's far less suffering when we use those tools. Namaste, yogis. Thank you.